welcome you to another episode of managing differences in relationship and marriage. Today we'll be discussing another important ingredient in managing differences in relationship and marriage. And the ingredient we'll be talking about today is your first reaction to things. The English adage says, first impression lasts longer. And you must know that your first reaction to situations and things around you determines a lot with your relationship and marriage. So let not your first reaction be objection. When there's an issue, there's a matter to be discussed, there's a matter to be responded to, there's an agreement to be reached, and there are issues to be resolved. Don't let your first reaction to everything be objection. When your first reaction to everything is objection, then it means that you have a large deposit of negativity in you. And that kind of attribute is not good for relationship and marriage. So, let not your first reaction be objection to everything. Before you understand the detail, somebody says, I am hungry. You say, how can you be hungry now? Didn't you eat breakfast in the morning? Why are you hungry now? You should have listened to say, why are you hungry now? We ate 2 hours ago. And give him or her opportunity to explain himself before you jump into that kind of conclusion. So, don't always raise objection, particularly about matters that are not your ideas. If you find yourself only at home with matters that are your ideas, then you are selfish. And selfishness does not help relationship and marriage. Remember, we've mentioned sometimes in one of our teachings that marriage is not for selfish people. One of the things that keeps the wheel of progress moving in marriage is selflessness. The parties involved must be selfless. And part of your demonstration of the nature of selflessness in you is by hearing everything out before you take action. So don't always, object at first. A man with a negative attitude is a snare unto himself. When a person's first reaction to every matter and everybody is objection, he or she is on a journey of loneliness, and the destination is depression. When your first reaction is objection to everything, objection, everything, objection, everything, objection, especially with your marriage partner, then you are soon on a journey to loneliness. And when you are lonely, depression is your next door neighbor. So, don't lead yourself into loneliness by always objecting everything. First, hear out, get explanation, seek clarification, like we always say. So, this is because such a person will naturally lose friends and acquaintances. Don't be uncivilized. In relationship and marriage, you can be uncivilized. Always asserting yourself, always wanting to establish your own view and opinion about things. And, discarding the suggestions, the opinions, and the views of the other party. When your partner's opinion and views are jettisoned, or are not respected, then you are selfish, and you must deal with that spirit of selfishness. So don't be uncivilized. Uncivilized people are the know-all. They know everything. Every other person is foolish around them. They are the ones that are wisest the most. They are the ones that are wisest, and they don't respect their partner. So be a good listener. It is rude not to listen to other people. Be a good listener. Let your partner have a voice in your marriage. Let your partner have a voice. Let your partner hear his own opinion or her own opinion. Don't constitute yourself to Mr. Know-all. Don't constitute yourself to Mrs. Know-all. Such a person does not exist anywhere. Even if what he or she is saying is off point, let him or her finish before you hijack the discussion from his mouth. Before you hijack the discussion from her mouth. Even when it is off point, when what she is saying does not make sense, hear her out first and avoid criticizing whatever he or she has said, and politely present your own opinion on the subject matter. You can raise a contrary opinion on the subject matter by avoiding attacking your partner's opinion. Because by the time you start by attacking your partner's opinion, you will end up attacking your partner. You will leave his opinion or her opinion, then you will attack his or her personality. And as a result of that, the differences we are trying to manage will degenerate into a full-blown crisis. Let's see what the scripture says in Proverbs chapter 15 verse 28. Proverbs 15:28 says, "The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things." The mouth of the righteous studieth to answer. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. Between righteousness and wickedness, if you ask me, I prefer righteousness. And as a righteous man, my heart studied to answer. I listen, I observe, I analyze issues, I appraise them, juxtaposing them together, making comparison between among realities on ground before I will make my own contribution. And making my contribution is not the same thing as attacking the opinion of my spouse or attacking the suggestion of my partner, because as much as my opinion is important to me, my partner also deserves our own respect. So let not your first reaction to issues in your marriage be that of objection. Hear your partner out, respect your partner, be a good listener. Let your partner have a voice in your marriage. Let your partner have a say in your marriage, so that both of you can feel a sense of belonging in that marriage. My prayer for you and your marriage is that you will continue to experience the Lord's peace in Jesus' name.